Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my current everyday quarantine makeup routine. Super simple, super easy, so let's go ahead and get right into the video. So the very first thing I'm going to start with is moisturizer, and this is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Moisturizer. It's really lightweight and it's not oily. Some moisturizers I feel like just kind of linger on the skin a little bit too much, and they create kind of like an oily base, which isn't always good, but this is really light and airy. So I go ahead and just kind of put this all over, and then I'll press it into the skin, bringing it down. And you want to make sure you don't use too much, just enough to cover your whole face. Second thing I'm going to use is sunscreen. During these summer months, I'm outside a lot, and if you are also, you need to make sure that you have sunscreen on your skin. So I'm going in with the Super Goop Glow Screen. They also have this in a non-glowy version, but I like to be glowy, so I went ahead and bought this one. I'm going to put just about that much on my fingers, rub it in with both my hands, and then apply. I like to make sure I focus it right here underneath like my eyes and on my cheeks, because that's where I get the most sunburnt, and also on your nose, so don't forget your nose. I feel like the sun always hits me right here on my cheeks and right here on my nose, and also kind of like on my forehead. Maybe it's because I have a big forehead, I don't know. It's not too glowy, but you can't, I mean, it might be kind of hard to see, but it gives like a nice sheer kind of glisten. I'm into that, so. Okay, so for the next step, I do one of two things. I either go in with the Drunk Elephant Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. Okay. This product essentially just gives a nice bronzed look to the face. It's not a foundation, it's not like a tinted moisturizer, it just has some bronze in it. So lately, I have actually just been using this on my skin. I haven't been wearing foundation at all. It's very rare actually that I wear foundation now, which is super weird because I used to be like the complete opposite. So I usually really like to just put this on, but if I do want some coverage, I like going in with the Dior, I believe it's called the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation, and this is in the shade 4WO. So this is perfect for my skin tone for the summer. I actually don't self-tan anymore. This is my normal color from just being in the sun. So I like to go in with this if I want a little bit of coverage. So for today's tutorial, I'm gonna be taking the Dior Face and Body Foundation so that you can see just what a little bit of coverage looks like. So I'm gonna take this on a beauty blender, and it's like the little squeeze thingies. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take it on the bottom part of my beauty blender and just really press it into my skin. I used about 2 drops for this side of my face, which is really like not a lot. I'm gonna use 2 drops on this side and probably 2 up here. What I love about this foundation, one, is it smells so good. Like, it smells rich. You know what I mean? Like, there's some products that just smell like, can I afford this? I don't know. But that's what this smells like, and I really, really love it. So you can tell right now, just from me applying it on the one side, how it completely like evens out my tone, it matches my neck and my like body, and it gives a nice coverage. I love how natural it is, and I like to bring it down on my neck because it does, my neck, and I feel like everyone's neck just like doesn't ever get that much sun. It's a problem I have with pretty much everybody, so I always make sure to bring the foundation down to my neck as well. And for this type of light coverage, I love using a beauty blender. One, because the beauty blender is cold after I run it through water, so it feels really nice going on my skin. But 2, I want it to really seep into my skin. I don't want it to sit on top. I don't want it to look too cakey. This is really, really hard to make look cakey. But I like just being able to lightly press it into my skin for a really, really sheer coverage. It's also nuts that I am so into sheer coverages lately because, again, I used to be a complete opposite. I loved putting on foundation, and like I always did my makeup a lot more heavy. But I feel like this year I've just like turned a new leaf. I don't know, but I can't stand putting on too much makeup now. I think that I've reached the point, My skin has reached the point of like, it's healthy, it's clear. It's just like, I can't, like my skin can't take the thick foundation anymore, especially during this time of year. It's just like not a good combination. Okay, so now that my light coverage foundation is on, I'm gonna go in with just a tiny bit of concealer. This is the Tarte C Hydro Concealer. It's super, super nice. This is in the shade 20S Light Sand. And I'm just gonna take a tiny bit on the wand and apply it just in the inner corner. And I'll also put some right here because I tend to get some redness in that area. I'll take the pointy side of the Beauty Blender and blend that out. And again, I'm not using a lot of concealer at all. This is just to cover any little dark circles that I have. I don't have too heavy of those dark circles, but I feel like this step just kind of helps me look a little bit more awake in the morning and helps brighten up my face, which is what I want. I feel like this is just a perfect touch on top of the light coverage foundation just to kind of brighten up the face a little bit, and it's still very natural. Okay, I zoomed you in a little bit because now I'm gonna go in and do my brows. I'm taking the Morphe brow pencil in the shade Java. It looks like this. I love it because it has a little spoolie on the end and then just like a really tiny little pencil. And I have said this before, but I have pretty full brows, so I typically don't need too much filling in, but I do like to fill in on the arch here, like towards the top because I have less hair there. I'll bring it down and then a little bit over here in the corner, and then I like to do the very inner corner, and I'll kind of extend the length of my brow. And then a little something I like to do after I fill in my eyebrows to make sure that my lines aren't too harsh is I'll take just like a small fluffy little eye brush or whatever, and I'll just kind of like brush the top so that it looks a little bit more natural and not so like drawn on, you know? This is just like an easy way to fade any like harsh lines. Next, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of blush, and this is in the shade, this is ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Blush. This is satin blush in the shade Prenup. It's kind of like a tongue twister to say, and I'm just gonna take like a nice big fluffy blush brush and dip this in here. And so I really like this blush. I don't think I've talked about this blush before, but I really, really love this blush because it's kind of a mixture between a powder and a cream. I know that sounds kind of weird, but this formula is just like so nice and it's so natural. And it just really has a beautiful finish on the skin, which I'm a big fan of. I like to kind of just like bring it up a little bit. And the color is like, you know, it's not too strong, not too bold. You can always add more too, which I really like, but I like to keep it just really simple and really natural. So that's about how much I'll put on. And for my everyday routine, I actually don't put on any bronzer. I don't know why, I just feel like I don't really need it. But I do like to have a little bit of something on my cheeks, so that's why I put the blush on. Next, I'm gonna go in with mascara, and I use the L'Oreal Voluminous mascara, and this is actually in black brown. So I don't use black, I like to use more of a brown black because I just feel like it's more natural. And I just go ahead and apply this on my lashes. Alrighty, and the final step is lips. So for my lips, I like to put on the Vaseline Lip Therapy Cocoa Butter. I actually got this at the dollar store. The dollar store surprisingly has really good lip products like chapstick, lip balm, stuff like that. So yeah, this is just like a regular chapstick and it smells really good. Doesn't have any color, but gets the job done, you know? So here is the final quarantine makeup routine look. Super simple, super easy. It can honestly be done in 5 minutes, which is what I love about it. But yeah, this is the final result. All right guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.